clang! Have you ever wondered why a happy little barn can feel too excited for sleep? Sparkles. The baby dragon peeked through the warm wooden door, and his round eyes turned soft when he heard the tiniest baby baw inside. If you love cozy adventures with Sparkles the baby dragon, tap subscribe and come cuddle up for more. The evening sky was blueberry blue. A silver moon hung above the hill, but inside the Goodnight barn, nobody was sleepy at all. A baby lamb bounced on a hay bale. A baby calf swished its tail and trotted in circles. 3 fuzzy chicks hopped in a straw basket, and a little goat tapped its hooves on the floor as if the barn were a drum. "Oh dear," whispered Sparkles the baby dragon. "Why is everyone so awake?" "The barn is glowing," squeaked the lamb. "It makes my feet go boing." "My tummy has zoomy wiggles," said the calf. "We are peepee," chirped the chicks. "I hear the moon hum," said the little goat. Sparkles the baby dragon listened. There it was, a soft humming from the beams above. Not loud, not scary, just a floaty little sound that made every baby animal feel bright and bouncy. "What do you think is making that funny bedtime hum?" Sparkles the baby dragon asked. A blue blur fluttered down from the rafters. It was Bubbles the bluebird. "I saw it," she chirped. "Tiny moonseeds are tucked in the barn roof tonight. When moonlight touches them, they glow and hum. They are sleepy seeds, but only if everyone settles down enough to hear their lullaby." The baby animals blinked. "Only if we settle down?" asked the lamb. "Sparkles," the baby dragon smiled. "Then we shall make this the coziest barn on the hill." Plip. One moonseed dropped a sparkle onto his nose. He giggled. The baby animals giggled too. Then everybody wiggled again. Twinkle the unicorn peeked in with a soft, shining mane. Nibbles, the bunny, bounced beside her. Mama Dragon and Papa Dragon followed with slow, calm steps. Woodland Bunny and Cute Forest Bear carried a folded patchwork blanket between them. "We heard there were bedtime wiggles," Mama Dragon said. "So we brought extra coziness," said Papa Dragon. Twinkle the unicorn touched the blanket, and tiny sleepy stars drifted across it. Nibbles the bunny lined up little hay pillows. Cute Forest Bear gave such a fluffy yawn that the chicks copied him at once. The barn felt warmer already. Then the moonseeds glowed in 4 colors. Cream for the lamb, gold for the calf, butter yellow for the chicks, silver green for the little goat. "It knows who needs help," whispered Bubbles the bluebird. The baby lamb was first. She tried very hard to stand still. Boing, boing, boing. "Oh no," she sighed. "My legs forgot how to stop." Sparkles the baby dragon sat nose to nose with her. "Would you like to borrow 1 dragon breath?" The lamb nodded. Sparkles the baby dragon took 1 slow breath in. Then he breathed out in the tiniest puffy cloud. It floated around the lamb's hooves like a soft ribbon. "In and out," he whispered. The baby lamb copied him. In and out. Again, in and out. Her knees stopped wobbling. The cream moonseed above her gave a quiet twinkle and dropped a thread of light into the hay, weaving a tiny moon nest. "For me?" asked the lamb. "For your sleepy heart," said Sparkles the baby dragon. The lamb curled into the moon nest and let out the gentlest bedtime baw. Can you say baw in the comments if you think the lamb looks cozy? Bubbles, the bluebird chirped, but the baby calf gave a restless huff. "My zoomy wiggles are still here. My feet want to trot and trot." Papa Dragon lowered himself onto the straw. "Then let us make the slowest parade a barn has ever seen." "A parade?" asked the calf. "A sleepy parade," said Sparkles the baby dragon. Twinkle the unicorn lit a tiny trail of stardust circles across the floor. Slow circles. Sparkles, the baby dragon, walked first. The baby calf followed. Then Papa Dragon, Mama Dragon, and Nibbles the bunny with extra soft hops. Step, breathe, step, breathe. Each time the baby calf stepped into a glowing circle, it dimmed from bright gold to honey gold to sleepy gold. "What color do you think comes next?" Sparkles, the baby dragon, asked softly. The last circle melted into a warm, glowing pillow. The baby calf lowered his head onto it. His tail stopped swishing. "My wiggles are melting," he murmured. The golden moonseed above him hummed, and the barn became quieter still. But the chicks were not ready. They had discovered that Sparkles the baby dragon's tail made a lovely swish on the straw, so they followed it. Peep, peep, swish, round and round. Well now, said Sparkles the baby dragon, looking back. I seem to have a chick parade. The chicks cheeped proudly. Bubbles the bluebird fluttered to the straw basket. I know what chicks need, a nest song. She tapped the basket once with her beak. Bloop. Twinkle, the unicorn touched the rim. Bloom. Nibbles the bunny thumped the straw very lightly. Bum. Soon the basket was singing the softest tune. Bloop. Bloom. Bum. Peep. The chicks froze. Their round eyes grew rounder. Each note turned into a drifting feather of light that circled them slowly before settling back in the basket. Would you like to catch your song? Sparkles the baby dragon asked. The first chick hopped in, then the second, then the third, after one last excited peep. By the last bloop bloom bum, all three were a fluffy, sleepy pile. Now only the little goat was awake. He squeezed his eyes shut. He opened one. He tapped one hoof, then two, then four. Why can't I get quiet? He asked. Everyone else found their sleepy place. Sparkles the baby dragon sat beside him. The barn was calm now. You could hear the moon brushing the windows with pale light. A silver-green moonseed drifted down between them. I think, said Sparkles the baby dragon, the barn saved a special bit of magic just for you. The little goat stared. For me? The moonseed opened. Inside was not light. Inside was a hush. A real hush. A little round hush, like a bubble made of quiet. The hush bubble floated to the goat's ears, then down to his heart. The whole barn seemed to lean in. What do you think the hush bubble will do? Whispered Bubbles the bluebird. The hush bubble touched the floor, and suddenly the barn began to remember every good night it had ever heard. Soft moos from older nights, gentle baws from rainy evenings, tiny peeps from springs gone by, slow goat sighs, farmer boots leaving, doors closing, wind resting, stars waiting. The little goat's eyes widened. It was singing to me, he whispered. The moon hum was all the old good nights. Sparkles, the baby dragon, nodded. And now it wants your good night too. The little goat took the softest breath of all. Then he let out a tiny, sleepy ma-ah. The hush bubble glowed bright for one moment. Then it drifted up to the roof and joined the other moonseeds. At once, every beam in the barn lit up with a golden silver shimmer. That was the big magic. The moonseeds were not only helping the baby animals sleep, they were collecting the gentlest good nights and turning them into barnlight. So that was why the barn glowed. It glowed with every peaceful moment shared inside it. The baby lamb gave a sleepy baa. The baby calf gave a soft mmm. The chicks gave the tiniest peep. The little goat gave one last whispery maa. And the whole barn answered with the warmest glow yet. Sparkles, the baby dragon's eyes shone. He had solved the mystery. The glowing barn was made bright by bedtime kindness. Twinkle the unicorn spread the patchwork blanket wider. Mama dragon tucked the corners around the straw nests. Papa dragon lowered the lantern wick until the light was dim and honey soft. Bubbles the bluebird nestled high in the rafters. Cute forest bear leaned against a hay bale and nearly fell asleep sitting up. Sparkles, the baby dragon, looked around. The lamb was asleep. The calf was asleep. The chicks were asleep. The little goat was finally asleep. He curled by the doorway where the night breeze could kiss his cheeks. Outside, the farm was quiet. Inside, the barn glowed like a secret star on the hill. Before his eyes closed, Sparkles the baby dragon whispered, "If you had a cozy spot in this barn, where would you sleep? Would you choose the moon nest, the glowing pillow, the song basket, or the hush bubble corner? Tell me in the comments, little dreamers." Then he smiled at the sleepy room and whispered one last good night. Good night, little lamb. Good night, little calf. Good night, fuzzy chicks. Good night, little goat. Good night, moonseeds. Good night, warm barn. Good night, kind hearts. And as the silver moon climbed higher, the Goodnight barn hummed its soft old lullaby, keeping every tiny dream safe and warm until morning. Did you enjoy the adventure? Tap like and subscribe. Oh no, what happens next? Tap the next video? Trust me, this one's magical.